My title is General Manager at SunPower by Stellar Solar. My role is to manage the day-to-day activities on all of our departments. The people that we have really make my job easy because we have such great people that run the departments. I grew up in Temecula, California. Moved there in the 80s. It was a fun place to grow up at the time. A lot of open land. We had the wineries, a lot of orange groves out there at the time. We had quads and three-wheelers. We would take those on mile-long rides. Currently, I live with my girlfriend and her 3 kids, and my sister is in Temecula, and I got a new nephew. I like to boat. We have a boat. We go wakeboarding a lot. I like to go to the desert, and then spending time with family is always fun too. Most of my career before was in the racing industry. I was on the pit crew for NASCAR, IndyCar, and off-road race teams. But I'd say my biggest accomplishment was in 1999 when I worked for Robbie Gordon. We entered the Indy 500. We started 4th in that race and had a great race, led a few laps, and towards the end we were leading the race till we got the checkered flag. Fortunately, we ran out of fuel.
He's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. Wow. Robbie Gordon is out of fuel as Kenny Brack comes down to take the white flag. One more lap to go in the Indy 500. Incredible heartbreak for Robbie Gordon, out of fuel.
We still managed to finish 4th. It was devastating at the time, but like looking back on it now is probably one of my biggest accomplishments because we were just a couple seconds away from winning the largest race in the world. There's a lot of them from the racing side. Probably the one that I stopped riding in the vehicles was there was a pretty bad crash that we had practicing for the Baja 500. We were doing about 100 miles an hour and hit a bump and went end over end 3 or 4 times, and then barrel rolled about another 6 times. But luckily we walked away from that without any injuries, but it was something that I wouldn't want to do again. I worked with Kent Harley, who's the president of the company. I worked with him in the early 2000s for a snowmobile company called Redline. Worked for them till 2005, and then Kent and I hooked back up in 2010 when I came aboard, and we had a few number of employees and started grassroots at the time, and now it's exciting. We have over 100 employees. You know, I think our biggest success comes from being honest and being really straightforward. We don't do any change orders with our customers. Whatever we sign on our contracts, we uphold, even if there are extra costs or changes. If we have any issues or problems, we settle those. We're one of the oldest dealers in San Diego. Plus, we're the oldest SunPower dealer in San Diego. We just partnered with SunPower as their master dealer to be SunPower by Stellar Solar, which is a great product. We're putting everything that we have together that we've learned over the years, plus everything that SunPower has. Really makes us a great company.